Disney. Let's talk about Hollywood. Let's talk about distribution. This week, Disney, it did something unthinkable. It appears to have opened the vault. If you didn't hear, the Walt Disney Company, probably the most aggressive IP defender on the planet. The company that sues daycare murals. The company that treats Mickey Mouse like some version of nuclear launch codes. They jump into this idea. They don't experiment with AI. They don't just like run a pilot like most everybody. It's not like they're exploring possibilities. They actually sign a 3-year deal with OpenAI and reportedly put almost $1 billion behind it. They're letting Zora generate video using Disney's actual characters. This is like Mickey and Mona and Iron Man and Darth Vader. Wow. Listen to that again. This isn't a partnership. This is like a declaration. It's a moment, a line in the sand. Most people have said, this is a cool collaboration. I don't know if there's a collaboration. It feels like they're throwing their hands up. It's more like surrender. Not necessarily to OpenAI, but a surrender to the future, to something that's inevitably going to happen. I don't think Disney woke up one day and decided AI sounded fun. They don't really do fun experiments. They do control, they leverage, they play the long game. For years, their business model has been own the characters and own the distribution and control the pipeline, all the way from ideas to the screen. But it's changing, and I think they're seeing what everyone is seeing. That pipeline is gone. AI isn't this fun thing. It's not an add-on. It's not necessarily a shortcut. It's how things are getting made now, and it's really becoming the engine behind creation, behind iteration, behind scale. And maybe even more importantly, it's like an interface between ideas and the audiences that then take and interact with those ideas. I think they're seeing what everyone else knows, but maybe is not seeing, that this old model, it was always built around scarcity, scarce talent for design, scarce production capacity, scarce distribution. AI, it explodes that, it nukes it. When anyone can generate cinematic quality video storyboards and characters and worlds, I don't know, does the value not shift? It doesn't really sit in production anymore. Probably sits in IP. Probably sits in orchestration. And that's why this article is so interesting, because the most protective IP company in history decides the future of storytelling now runs through generative AI. I don't know. Does that mean the debate might just be over? There is no AI will ruin creativity. Really a conversation left to be had. I think that argument is gone. Once Disney signed that deal, Disney isn't doing this because OpenAI is so powerful. I think they're doing it because they can't stop it. You can fight the tide and watch probably, fan-made AI-generated Disney content flood the internet anyway. It's going to happen. Or, get in front of it. Set the rules, own the ecosystem. Is this defensive or offensive? It might be both. It might be both defensive and offensive at the same time. Defensive because unauthorized AI content happening everywhere. You know it, I know it. Offensive because Disney, it's controlling how AI creates with Disney IP. They might be able to control the next generation of storytelling tools. Studios that think they can sit on the sidelines on this one, I don't know. Mid-tier studios, they're going to, I don't know. Production houses built on process, I don't know. Anyone whose value was execution instead of ownership, I don't know. You can't compete with a company that owns the characters and the machine that generates what? Infinite variations of them. I don't think we're trying to replace, writers or animators tomorrow. That's not right. But this is shortening timelines. What used to take years is going to take weeks. What used to take probably millions now takes, I don't know, just some version of iteration. We used to require armies of people, might just be a judgment call now. I think Disney's getting that, and they're not betting on AI to replace creativity. They're really coming and saying AI is going to compress all that. And as we move towards this, the entire economics of movie making, in particular Hollywood, will change. I would see green lighting changing. I see development changes. I think risk changes. If you can generate 10 versions of a story before lunch, you don't need the same gatekeepers. You don't need the same budgets or the same excuses. This is the moment that movies, production studio, they're admitting that AI isn't optional. It's not really the enemy. So I don't see that Disney opened the vault because they wanted it. I think they opened it up because the future is here and it's kicking them right in the face. So a lot of us, a lot of others are pretending it didn't happen, but it's obviously here. And I think this move by Disney is a major move in the way that AI is going and interrupting or disrupting the whole creative industry.